had come from the Netherlands, and he was saying to us, look, Marcos has been overthrown, there has been ETSA, and perhaps now there is a good opportunity to try to get some funding for a project in the Philippines. And so you see, Mamdade was really the cause of it, because my boss thought, oh, wait a minute, Mamdade is from the Philippines, maybe you know some people already there, and we can look for opportunities for a teacher education project. And so what happened, we had home leave. This was, in 1987. We had home leave, and I visited some universities, and San Carlos was just by chance. I had some universities on my list. I talked to people at UP, and they said, oh, you should go to this one, to that one, to that one. And then I went to the embassy, the Dutch embassy in Manila, and they said, well, why don't you go to San Carlos? Because your plane will be passing through Cebu. So I went to the University of San Carlos, and of the 4 universities I visited, San Carlos seemed to have the best condition, the best facilities, and the best people for running a science teacher education program. The year later, you see how long it all takes. We started in 1987, and then early in 1989, so a year and a half later, we submitted a project proposal. The problem was the project proposal got stuck in the bureaucracy of the Dutch embassy and the Dutch Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and somehow nothing came of it. So it looked as if nothing would happen. 1989. 1993, a big new scheme for international projects started in the Netherlands. And they were going to choose 12 universities worldwide for special assistance and very big projects, much bigger than what we had formulated. And we then, again, by that time I was in the Netherlands, and my boss there again thought of, now wait a minute, maybe San Carlos. But what they did is, my boss there and another Dutch guy, the director of our office, and 2 people, one from Chet and Dr. Esther Ohena from the DOST, some of you know. She was also responsible for the scholarships before. She will become president of PNU, or she is already president of PNU now. And the 4 of them traveled to 10 universities, including San Carlos. And before, it was not at all sure that it would be San Carlos. They traveled to the 10 universities, including state universities, and in the end, the conclusion was the best conditions for success are at the University of San Carlos. Why? There were already facilities, but number 1, really, there were already good people. There were scientists in physics, in chemistry, and there was Mam Baby Sanyel, the director of the RSTC, very, very active with a super good relationship with schools and so on. And so those were deciding factors that in the end also the Philippine part of the delegation, Dr. Ohena and somebody from Czech, that they chose San Carlos. And then started the process, project writing. It became a project in science teacher education, a project in physics, 2 projects in engineering, a project for the computer infrastructure in university, a project in the workshop calibration, and there were some other things yet. But so there were a very big project, and San Carlos became the one of 12 universities worldwide that got this special assistance for 8 years from the Dutch government. It was not only the Dutch government, because we teamed up with, of course San Carlos had to give its own contributions. Part of this building was financed by San Carlos, part of it was financed by the Dutch government, very substantial.